This conference will now be recorded.
Hello all, hi, good afternoon. This is Yogendra. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right. Yes, so we will be joining back again because there was some network issue. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Hello, hi Nandesh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right.
So sorry everybody, there was some network glitch, I guess. I just got disconnected. So what we will do, we'll take a break for next 10 minutes. And then we'll start the session again at 12:34. Thank you so much.
Hello, hi Nandesh, can you hear me?
Hello, everyone. So everybody is back. Please type yes.
Yes, sir.
There, I can only see 25 people here. 45 were there. Okay, if somebody can message others, that would be better. Otherwise, we'll be starting. All right. So we will be understanding the new data type, which is a data frame in Python. So what does a data frame have? It's like a Excel sheet that we have. It has rows and it has columns as well. So we will be using pandas when we are trying to read the file which has the data. I have created a small file, which is this one here. So I'll try to import this file and share it with you all. So this is the file that I'm going to use. Let me share this one. And you can download this file and put it in your project, or if somebody is using Google Colab, they can upload the file in the Google Colab as well. And the file will be, yes, the file will be imported. Okay, let me, yeah. Okay, let's close this one. Okay, so what we are doing, first of all, we are importing pandas. We are importing pandas as PD, right? So we are giving an alias to pandas as PD. Now we will be using pandas functionality, which is read CSV that we did yesterday. The same functionality we are going to use to read our CSV file. The name of the file is lst_maths_score data. Now let me import this file first of all. And okay, what does it says? File error, lsd maths code does not exist. There is some error that I have. I need to, okay, hang on guys. Okay, I need to do some manipulation with this file. No. So actually it got two CSV dot format into it. Let me try to remove it. I'll upload this file again then. Or if somebody is already got this file, what they can do instead of doing anything else, what they can do, just have to type .csv again. Then it will read the file. But this is not how we should do it. I delete this file, I'll upload a new one. Okay, so we go back and run it. Also, we have to change the file here also. So we need to go back. I'll share the link again with you. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. So let it open. Okay, we have it. Okay, done. Okay, now what I did here, I just read this file by using the command pd.read_csv. This is the command that I use, and I give the name of the file, and I press shift plus enter. Now it's read the file. Now basically it's again a type of variable. This data is also a type of variable, and let's try to print the data first of all. There is a challenge for you all. Can you tell me what will be the data type of this variable, which is data? What will be the data type? Can somebody tell me? This is our data, which has 4 rows and 7 columns. Okay, data frame. Anyone else? Data frame. Okay, I need more answers. Data. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it says pandas core data frames, data frames. So the type is data frame, and it is a type which exists in pandas. So as I told you, we will be only able to read the file by using pandas. So they have this data type in them, which is the data frame. Now let's do. Can we do? I mean, let's do one thing. Let me create a new cell. Okay, now can we do one thing, like can we get one row, I mean one column from this data frame, which is available here, which is average maths score, maths test score? Can we do that? Is it possible that to extract only one column from a whole data frame? Is it possible? Please type yes or no. Yes, yes, it is possible. Okay, yes. So we can do it this way. So what we have done, basically, we have got this data. We've given the data, the variable that we have, and then we have passed on the name of the column in the square brackets that we want. So we have the average math score in the only math score. So that's what we can see, and it has a type of float. Now let's say that what I want to do is if I want to create a new column into this data frame and want to add some values to that column, is it possible to add a new column in this data frame? Yes. So how can we do that? Can somebody tell me the code for it? Somebody is aware of the code? You can type yes or no. How to use pandas, whether we have to use any other tool. Pandas we will be using, sir. No, okay, no problem. We'll look into that. So what do we have to do? Basically, we have to create a new column which will be named as test subject. Now we will be doing that this way. Data, and we'll be giving the, in the square brackets, we'll be giving the name of that particular column that we want to create. Let's say we want to create a subject. Let's say we want to create a subject which is let's say from where. So basically it's a library that we have, pandas. Pandas is the library, we are importing it. If you, they have a pandas documentation also, if you can google it up. From here we are accessing pandas. You can go to pandas documentation and you can read different sort of commands that they have. Okay, so where we were, yeah. So basically what we have to do, we have to we have to create, if we want to create a new column, we have to say data, the name of the object or the name of the variable that we have, and we need to pass on the name of the column that we, no, you don't need to install it, sir. It's already there. When you will import it, it will get downloaded. You will have the functionality in your Jupyter. That's why we are using Anaconda. It has already downloaded that for us. If we go to environments, I have already shown you this thing before as well. If we look for pandas, it's there. It's already downloaded in the system. So you don't need to download it. So we were creating a new column. So we'll give this, we want the values to be as maths, as we all love maths. So I'll give the value to be maths. Now let's print the data and let's see that does it added any new column or not. Oh yes, it did. So it has now added this new column. Okay, it has added a new column. Now what we want to do is basically we want to add a new column. I'll give you this little challenge. What I'll say that I would request you all to add a new column. How can we add a new column which will be high score, and we will be assigning the value to that as 100. So can somebody type out the code for me? What would be the code if I wanted to add a new column which will be with the name of high score? High score. Can somebody tell me, please? And this is panda manipulation is very important when you are applying any operation in data science, because you need to do manipulation all the times when you are working with data frames. High score, yes. So you will need to assign the value. Yeah, John said high score. Yeah, you need to assign the value, ma'am. So actually, yeah, you can assign the values at 100. Yes, cool, cool, cool. Somebody wrote it. That's amazing. So we'll say as 100. Now what we will do, we'll print our data and we'll check. Oh yes, it did. Now it has added a new column, which is the name of high score. Okay. So that's what we can do. Now I will yeah, this was done. Now what you have to do, there is a new challenge. You have to override the values in the row high score and equal them, and you have to make them equal to the average score plus 100. This is your next challenge. Can somebody solve it, please? You have to override the values that we have in this column high score, and you have to make them equal to average score plus 100. First of all, tell me, is it even possible? Can we do that? And then please help me with the code. How can we do it? Give me the code. Okay, high score mean. Okay, let's see if it works. Where should we add it? I mean, okay, yeah, we should do it somewhere here, right? Add a new column. Okay, now let's see. Oh, there is a error that we are getting. Somebody gave me this, John, there is an error, height score. It's not height score, it's high score. Okay, I'll sort it for you. I mean, let's see. Again, we are getting the error, John. Why? Why are we getting the error? Oh yeah, HIGH score. That's the name is incorrect. Let me have that name. I'll make it easy for you, John. Okay, let's see now. Right now, let's try to check. Let's try to print our data and let's see that what exactly this code did. But that's not what we wanted. That's not what I asked for. It should have some values like close to 100 plus 78, 100 plus 58, 100 plus 67, 100 plus 37, 100 plus 45, 100 plus 32, 100 plus 9. That should be the values, right? So data, somebody gave me the right code, I guess. Attribute module pandas has no attributed read. It's not capital CSV, sir. It's in lowercase. Somebody is getting the error for reading the file. So this is the codes. This is the code where we have that code. Let me find it for you. I mean, I lost it. Yeah, there I go. So this is the code, Mr. Pant. Yeah, John gave me the right answer then again. Great, John, great. And also someone else gave me the right answer. Neetu, Dr. Neetu, you also gave me the right answer. Okay, let's do it then. Let's see if it's the right answer actually or not. Jatin, it's Jatin, not John. I was seeing it as John. Sorry, Jatin, my bad. Okay, let's print. Okay, yeah, that's what we wanted, right? I said we want to add the values of average math score to 100. So that's what we have, isn't it? So claps for John and claps for Neetu ma'am. Now, what we want to do is, this was the challenge. So it was done basically. So we have this 300 that somebody gave me, which is not the right one. Let's delete it for not creating any confusion. And we'll have this. We'll have this here. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, here I have. Okay. Yeah, let's delete it. Okay, yeah, it should go here. Okay. Now the next challenge is for you is that, hold on. Yeah, this is the challenge that I have for you. You have to square the value stored inside the high score. Can we do that? The next challenge is square the values stored inside where obviously in the data that we have, this is the column that we have high score. Yeah, in the same data frame. Okay, can somebody help me with this challenge? Okay, I'm waiting for the answers. Please help me out. Okay, Preeti Das says this. Let's try this out. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, let's see. Preeti, we are getting error in your code. So then you haven't uploaded the file. You need to upload the file first of all in your directory where you are using, where you are creating the notebook. You have to upload the file first of all. Okay, somebody gave me another code. Jadeep gave me this another code. Neetu ma'am, your code is, let's see your code first of all. Let's run it one by one, okay? So that nobody gets disappointed. Okay, Neetu ma'am, that's not right. Let's try Jadip's code. He's giving me new functions. Okay, it's power 2, right? Let's see. No, it's not right. Again, Jadip, I'm sorry, it's not right. Okay, Dr. Vinita says something else. Let's try this out. Okay, let's see. Oh, we are not getting. I missed apostrophe earlier. Where do we have to put the apostrophe? Field name I have to correct. The field names are correct. The field name, the error, high scores, right? High scores. Okay, let me see high score. Okay, high score. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's see the data now. That did we make the changes or not? And this was Miss Neeta's answer, I guess. No, not type. I sorry. My bad. I need to print this data out. Okay, we are getting this value. Yeah, somebody gave me also the easiest answer. Okay, let's try this out. Right, this is also right. This is also right. So this is the way, I mean, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. So that's it. Now there is another challenge for you all. Okay. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So the challenge is here. You have to create a list called column list, and you have to put the ls. Oh, no. What do you have to do? I'll tell you. You have to create a new column. I mean a new list, which will be a column list. The name of the column will be column list, and you have to put the LSD ppm plus you have to the average. You have to add the average inside. Somebody get this? Okay, let me put it here. Yeah, this was the challenge for you. So the challenge is you need to create a column list. You have to put the LSD, ppm, and the average maths test score inside. So how are we gonna do this? Are you able to do it or not? Please type yes or no. I cannot see any responses. Okay, try please. What about everyone else? Okay, I said I need you to create a list, which is column list, and put LSD, ppm, and average maths test score inside it. That's what I asked you, Jadip. You are going advanced. I didn't ask you for this thing. Okay, no, that's all right. You're going to the next step, the thing that I supposed to teach. LSD. No, that's not what I asked, Miss Neetu. I asked you to create a column list, a list whose name is going to be column list. And what I asked you to put values inside it. LSD, ppm, and the other value, the average math score. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So I guess this is what I asked you to do. That was very simple. I didn't ask you to manipulate the data or something. I just asked you to create a list. I asked you to create a list in which you will have LSD PPM and average maths test score. I asked you for a list. Jaideep, you're wrong. I can't see any right answer. So that's okay. At least you tried. That's fine with me. But what we need to do is now we need to create. Now, first of all, tell me, is it even possible to create a data frame out of a data frame? Is it even possible? So why I created the list, I'll tell you why. But first of all, tell me, answer this question to me. If I have this data frame, okay, yeah, I need that data frame to have the two columns. It should have two columns. So that is why I asked you to create a list. Okay. Now I have this column list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new data frame, which is going to be clean data. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the data with the column list that I asked you to create. Column list is not defined. Column list is here. Okay, I need to run the cell, I guess. Yeah, again I got the error. What's the error? LSD. Okay, there is something wrong with it. I don't need to put the plus sign, I guess. That will do something else. I need to put the comma because that is a list, right? So that was my bad. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, now let's look into the data. Let's print out this clean data that we have just created. I'm very bad at typing. Clean data. Okay. Now see, we have this. Yeah, I did it. My bad. Sorry, Jati. So we have created a new data frame out of one of the data frame that we had earlier with two columns basically. But is there an easy way that we can do it? I mean, can we do it? Is there an easy way that we don't have to break it down in two steps? Yes, there is an easy way to do it. Obviously, there has to be data. And what do we do here? We just pass the same list inside this. Let's see if it works. Actually, it worked. Okay, clean data. Oh yes, it's the same. So we just break down two step into a single steps. That's also possible. So everybody is able to follow, I guess. It's very simple. It's very easy. Now let's check the type of the clean data that we have created. Clean data's type. So it is also a data frame that we have. Okay. Now let's do one more thing. Let's create. Now, is it even possible to create a data frame with only single column? Is it possible? Can anybody tell me, is it even possible to create a data frame with a single column? Please type yes or no. Yes, maybe. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. So yes, definitely it's possible. It's for sure it's possible. So we just have to do the same thing. We just have to assign it to a new variable, which is y in this case, and we just have to use these notations are very important. To use the square bracket, you have to use two square bracket. That's very important. I'll tell you the reason why if you will not do it. Okay, so what we have to do now, let's run this code and let's see what happens. So yes, it's the data frame. If you want, I can just show you this data frame also. Yes, so it's a data frame. We've checked the type. If you don't believe me, then you can check it. Now there is another challenge for you guys. Let's see who is able to do this. So this is a challenge. What do you have to do? You have to create a variable called x and you have to set it equal to the value of LSD ppm and make sure x is a data frame and print the value of x and show the type of x. It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. So please help me with this question. Jadip says, okay, I said x is equal to the value of LSDPM and print x, print type x. Okay, let's see. Let's do it then, okay? Where is that thing that we have? Okay, let's do it. Somebody said this could be done. Okay, hold on. Let me have this. Okay, then what do I need to do? I need to print x and I also need to check the type. Let's check. Let's check the type first of all. That's very important. Oh, but this is showing me that it's a series. That's something new which we haven't heard of. But I said make sure that X is a data frame. Okay, Preeti Dabas. Preeti's said something right, I guess. Let's try this. What she said. Okay, let's run it. Yes, that's the right way to do it. So well done, Preeti. Well done. That means you are focusing on the slides and you are reading them correctly. So see, with a small mistake, see, there's a lot of blunders that you can do. If you will only put one square bracket, it will make it to another data type, which is a series. We will talk about it just now, that what exactly a series is. But basically what happens is when we are dealing with databases, when we are doing the modeling, we need our data to be in the form of data frames. That's very important. We can't do, we can't apply operations on series, the sort of operation that we want to apply on a data frame. So that is one problem. Neetu also said it correct. Double square bracket. Yes. Yes, Jadeep, that's right. Double square bracket has to come. Okay, now we've come across this new term accidentally, which is series. So what does a series means? Why do we even need a series? Why do we have a series? Let's try to answer this question. So we have a new type now, which is series. So how is it different from a database? So basically, series only has one attribute, which is the number of rows. It has only rows, or you can say it has only column. It doesn't have two rows. It's made up of only single column. It cannot have multiple columns. So by mean, yes, one column. That's right. By what I mean by that is basically how does it relates to our databases? I mean to our pandas data frame. How does it relates? So basically, a pandas data frame, it's a combination of different series. So if I look at this data frame that I have here, each and every column is a series, but the combination of all those is a data frame. So that's what the difference is basically. So I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay. All right. All right. Now, another challenge for you guys. This is done, right? This is done. Yeah. Okay. Now, what we want to do, the test subject, we don't really like maths. So if you want to delete the maths, then there is a simple command that we have in Python, which is delete, del. Then we pass on the variable that we want to delete, the column name. Series is like a vector and a database is like a matrix. Yeah, you can say that, but there is a difference. We'll come across that maybe some other day. A vector is something else. It has direction and also some magnitude. That's what vector is. But yeah, sort of matrix, you can say matrix data frame is sort of matrix. Okay, so we have deleted this test scores, right? If you want to delete more, if you want to delete the high score, oh no. Okay, there's a challenge again. Can somebody delete the high score values from this data frame? Can somebody do it for me? Can somebody answer this question for me? That's yes, that's right, that's right, that's right. You all are geniuses. I mean, I have to say it. Okay, test code delete. What's the error that we have? Test subject. Key error is test subject. It's already deleted, I guess. That's why we're getting this error. Now, if you want to delete the high score, if you delete it this way, yeah, it's got deleted. That's right. Now, somebody was asking me that what is what is pandas? If you have this question in your mind, let's try to address that question that some of you might have in your mind. That why, how, how the modules or how different pandas we are talking about. We're talking about NumPy, the different modules that we have seen, like over here pandas, we have imported pandas, we have imported matplotlib, we have imported scikit-learn linear model. How can we actually do that? So basically a module or the imports that we are doing, how can we actually do it? How this thing is happening. Some of you might have this question in your mind, so we'll try to do it. So basically what happens is that in a module we have files in the format of py .py file. There are a lot of people who have written the code for pandas, so they have written that code in the form of py file. So what we are doing, we are just calling that file and we are just using the functionality of that file. So let's do one thing. Let's create your own py file and let's try to see if we can use the functionality of that file or not. Is it even possible to to do that? Now let's do one thing. All of you go to your open your notepads. You all have notepad on your system, I guess. So please open up your notepad. Type in the run window as notepad, or you can just search it somewhere. Notepad. I said notepad, not wordpad. If somebody open the wordpad, then please don't blame me. You need to open the notepad. Cool. So what do we need to do here? We need to create a variable. What the variable is going to look like, the variable name is going to be the answer. The answer answer, and we are going to assign that value to be somewhere near to, let's make it 45. Okay, so everybody did it? Please type yes. Yes, cool. So now what we need to do, we need to go to the file and we need to go to save as. Okay, now we need to give this file a name, which is life.py, and we need to select this save as type. You need to select this all file. Select this as all files. Are you able to follow me? Cool. So what we need to do, we need to save this file on the desktop, or maybe what I can do, I'm just saving it in this uh, folder that I've created. So I've saved this file. Let's close this one. Now let's go back. Let's go to that folder or wherever you have saved that file. Now just check if that file has a .py format or not, because I have installed PyCharm on my system. That's why it's already showing that it's a Python file. But you can check if it's a Python file or not. It's showing me up here, it's a Python file. Go and check if it's a Python or py file or not. Please check it. Once you do it, please let me know. Okay, you did. Great. Great. So what do we need to do? We need to go back to where we have saved all our files and we need to upload that file. I have already uploaded it, but you can upload it. You can just go click on the upload on the top right corner, click on upload, select that file that we have just created, which is the name of life, and then click on open. It will be uploaded. If I do that, let me do it. Yeah. Then click on upload. It will be uploaded. Now you have that file in the same directory where we are creating this notebook. I have it already in here. So everybody is able to do it. Please type yes. Great, great. Now what we are going to look at this file, how this file looks like, okay? In Jupyter, if we'll try to open it up, how does it looks like? So it has a one variable, which is the answer, and it is giving that value to be 42. That's an integer. Now, what if we want to have this functionality of this file that we have, the variable that we created, we want to use that functionality in our notebook? Can we do that? Is it possible? Please type yes or no if it's possible. Can we use the functionality? It's a normal functionality that I've created. I've just assigned a variable to the answer variable. Can I use that? I don't see more responses. Maybe. Okay. Okay, what about the others? What do they think about it? Is it possible or not? Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to import this file. I'm just going to say import life. That was the name of the file, right? Life, L-Y-F-E. Correct. So I'm just going to import this file, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the type of this file first of all. What type? What is the type? So it's saying this is a module. This file is a module. So same way in Python, we have different modules. Like in pandas, I was importing this module as data frame. And from scikit-learn dot linear regression, this was the functionality, but this was a module. Module basically, we are giving it some sort of functionality. It's a functionality basically. It could be anything, it could be anything. In this case, we have just assigned it a value. And in case of linear regression, they must have written a lot of code. You can go and Google it, the code of linear regression. You will find on GitHub that how they have done it, how the linear regression model is actually working. You can go to Google, you can search for the GitHub repository of pandas. You can check how the code is working basically. That they will also have a file which is py file. Now what we want to do, we have created a variable, the answer, right? The answer was like, let me see the answer, right? A and S, yeah, the answer. Now we want to get that functionality from that live module that we have created. So can we do it? So what will happen if I run this code? What will happen? Can somebody tell me what will happen if I do this? Can somebody tell me what will happen? 45, okay, but I have 42 here. Okay, 42. That's right, that's right. So isn't it magic? I mean, don't you think it's a magic? The first time when I saw it, I thought it's a magic. I mean, how is it even possible? I have created a file, it's somewhere else, and I'm just calling that file and I'm able to see that function. Isn't it magic? I thought it's supposed to be a magic, but no, actually it's no, it's not a magic basically. So that's what we are doing here. We are just importing these files. They are the different files that they have been created at sklearn. They have different files. In case it whole code of the file will run, no, they will have different sections and files, right? If you go to, if you would have installed Anaconda, I would be able to show it. Like they would have packages for pandas, for uploading file, for downloading file, for data frame, all that. I mean, they have different files for different functionalities. So with dot, you can have that functionality in your own code, right? So we don't need to do the assignment in this section. Or if you want, you can create a more complex file. You can create a file which is able to do the sum of two numbers. You can create a file which is able to do the with which you are able to calculate the area. You can do some sort of Fibonacci numbers, prime numbers, that one can choose to run or use separate function class from another Python file. Yes, exactly. The function that we have created in that file, we can use those function in our notebook. So that's what the modules are meant for. And a package will have different module. Practice assignments for today. I will try to share them. But whatever practice we could do, we could, I've already done it, but I'll try to see what we can do about it. Okay. Now this was the thing. Now what you have to do now, I'll show you a different module. Now let's go back to this is the Python documentation. I would encourage you to go to the different documentation if you want to learn about different functions. So you go there and read about their functionality. So what I want to do, I'm at the Python documentation. In Python documentation, I will show you something. So I have on the Python documentation, I have these two things. I have a py function and I have a e function. So what I want you to do, I want you to import these functionality into my Python notebook. So this is the challenge that you have. So can somebody do it? What you have to do, you have to import math module, because this is in the math module. This is a math module of Python. Yes. Print py. Somebody says print py. Okay, let's try it. If it works, let's see. Oh, we are getting error. Miss Neetu, we are getting error. Okay, so Jatin gave me a different code. Let me see if it works. Okay. Yeah, that's right. From math module, you have to import py as py. And from math module, you have to import e as e. Or you can just leave it as such as it is if you want. That doesn't make a difference. It will still run. Now from the math module, we are calling for a functionality. So we need to import that functionality first of all. We cannot print it, right? The way we did it here. So we can do it in different ways, right? We can do it in different ways. The way, one of the method for doing it is this: from maths import pi, right? This is one of the ways that we can do it. So everybody is able to follow. Please type yes or no if you are not getting the point what I'm trying to put here. Getting it. That's great. That's great. Great, guys. Great, great, great. So the same way we can do it with our file. From live, we are importing the answer, right? We are importing the answer, and then we can assign that value to a different number. The answer is equal to my favorite number. I can print my favorite number and see what happens. The answer is not defined. Okay, I get it. Yeah, 42. Right now my favorite number's value is also 42. Same value is assigned to that. If I can, I mean, if I print the answer, let's see, the value is increased. Also, I can do it in different ways. I can do it as, I can give it some name like this. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I can import live and I can give it any name that you want. See, if I give it this name, what will happen? What can I do with this name? Live as no module the answer. Okay. See, by dot, I can have that functionality. Same thing was happening here. Scikit-learn dot linear model. We were able to import the linear model just by putting in dot and giving it a name as linear model. Then in further, we use it as a linear regression. This was the object that we had. Are you able to follow? I mean, you should. It's very easy. The same way we do it here. Import matplot lib.pyplot as plt from scikit-learn linear model. Same thing was happening. So if you have any question, you can ask. If somebody have any question, we can ask. Otherwise, the session is over for today. Okay, so any question that you would have before we end this session, you know, whatever we did. So these were the module sections. We are importing modules, import pi, import time. We can also do that with time. When will the deep learn? When somebody, when the people will have some sort of Python understanding, maybe on a 4th day or maybe on a 5th day. Is it possible to update live by actually the value? Yeah, you have to go back, you have to update it. You cannot do it from the notebook, I guess. Anybody have any question? Any prerequisite for tomorrow? Yes, please, I would request you to install the softwares. Please install Anaconda on your systems. So tomorrow
Nandesh,
we
are
will
you
talk
done for
about
today?
more on the. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely it is. So end of day 2. Is it so? And
Yes, sir. End
number
of
of
it.
participants that we have? At the moment, we are including this 25.
Yeah, 26. Yeah,
So yeah,
excluding
so
me, 25.
these are serious. Seems these are pretty serious ones, and they have stuck to
Yes,
Python fundamentals, right?
right,
Files
sir.
and sets and everything. Funda.
Right, sir.
So good ones, and they have already been given assignments. So
Mhm.
I think we do need to take inputs from them. Maybe a few
Right,
of
sir.
them. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Sure,
maybe we
sure.
can have
If they want me to,
5 minutes of interaction.
yes, sir. Sure, sure, sure. If they want me to cover something, because I thought of covering more on Python for tomorrow, like about functions, because to tell them more
No,
about how we can
it
create
is
functions.
it is
So it's very
important because
important.
ultimately they will be
Great.
needing a programming backbone. So at least
Right,
they
sir.
have
Right.
to have. Yeah, and many of them, few of them, it seems you have already complimented them, and
Right, sir.
you are a genius, and we have a group of very insightful participants. So it is good.
Right, sir.
I know for certain that the few of them they already know not only other languages but also well versed with Python. So that's cool, and they were responding pretty
Right.
well. So
Right, sir. Right. Right.
intermittently, I could come across. So response was good. Maybe one or two quick responses from their side. We will appreciate.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sure, sure. So software installation, somebody's asking, Mr. LM Pant is asking about the software installation. So you need to install the Anaconda Navigator. Maybe there is a variable problem. Sometime what happens is that when we try to install the Anaconda, there is some sort of, maybe you have different software already installed on your system. So there might be some variable issue. So you need to go and change those things. So you can Google it up, whatever the error you are getting, or if you can send me an email or email to our team, we'll have a look at it. You just need to go to the Anaconda installation. You can watch a video on YouTube if you face any difficulties. And if it will be really great, if all of you have installed Anaconda tomorrow, so that we can do code along together. Okay, if anybody would like to give you any inputs.
Hello, sir. I'm Ashok
Hello.
Sharma from Delhi. This is an
Yes, sir.
excellent session that I have seen through. The only thing, my request to you is that, like doing the thing side by side takes time. Few of the people are expert, but we are not so expert.
Right. That's why.
So normally
Yes, sir. Yes, that's why I give.
we skip across the
Right.
things. है ना?
Right,
So,
sir.
when
Right,
you
sir.
type in the code and the same can be typed in the chat window also, it will for easier for us to follow and refer it
Yes.
again. That is
Right,
my
sir. Right.
only.
That's what.
Otherwise,
Yes.
the learning
Yes, sir.
I feel is excellent, and same I think the other would also be feeling that it is an excellent place to learn. Thanks for the
Thank
effort
you, sir.
that you and your organizations have been doing for all of
Thank you.
us. Thanks a lot.
Sure, sir. Today, sir, I just
And
try
and
to,
and and
make them
and and,
slow.
and Nandesh, what
Yes, sir.
we can, because Mr. Ashok's response, and it's a excellent input. These are flipped
Right.
classrooms, in fact. So the assignment that you are giving them, asking them to
Right.
do, and especially the presentation that they have, so it's a flipped way of learning, teaching, learning. This thing. So all those
Right.
things that you have given them, maybe they can come up tomorrow again. They can come back with more inputs, from
Right.
their side. So
Right, sir.
this learning will become easier, faster, and it will become more effective.
Right, sir. Anyone else wants to give any input, please go ahead.
Just one more thing. If a text file of the codes can be shared beforehand, that these are the things we would be doing, and these are the syntaxes which we are going to follow. So it will be easier for us to type in and getting across the things. Just a small request. So if
Okay.
I'm already aware of the structure, that these are the sequencing, that these are the commands that we would be done, so I can be prepared beforehand. Have a slight overview regarding
All
how the
right.
things. Fine.
So
That's all from my.
tomorrow, for tomorrow, like we'll be, okay, that's great. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about functions and about visualizations. How can we do visualization? More about functions. That's what I have planned so far. And tomorrow, what I'll try to do, whatever the code I'm trying to type, I'll try to share most of the code in the chat window. I tried it today also, but tomorrow I'll move focus on that. And somebody was asking about deep learning. So for deep learning, if we are familiar with Python, I know some of you might be familiar, but not all of us. I need to take everybody into account. So according to that, we'll proceed for the deep learning, because deep learning is a little complex to understand and also implement. So we'll try to do that in the further session, maybe the second last day or maybe the last day.
Or maybe we can
Any
have a
other
separate
inputs?
program for that. Separate program
Sure, sir.
for deep
Sure,
learning,
sir.
dedicated to deep learning only. A 2-day program we can have. But meanwhile, again, because this is Uttarakhand Science Education and Research Center's initiative in association with Brillica. So thank you, Nandesh,
Right.
and the kind of effort you are
Thank you
putting
so
in,
much.
that's splendid. We appreciate that. And you are an excellent teacher and very, very patient one, and quite a motivating one.
Thank you.
Right. So thank you very much. And
Thank you
the
so much.
swift approach, as Mr. Ashok was also mentioning, he was saying, so we can provide them with,
Right.
pre-inputs, so that not only they could work on those ones, but they can come
Right. Sure, sir.
prepared once they have
May I
Sure, sir.
these documents with them. Right.
may
So
I add
let us
Sure, sir.
one
proceed.
point, sir? May I add
Yeah,
one
please
point?
go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, I am Alam Pant, and I faced a lot of problem today for installing the software and following the session simultaneously. So my request is that the software and the things we have to follow, it should at first we install in our system, then only we proceed, so that there is no lagging between the learning and teaching.
Right. So, sir, what you can do for now, if you want me to look at your system, I can do it. You can give me the remote. Maybe we can connect after the session,
Uh,
and you can
right.
give me a remote. I'll try to look into your system. You can send me
Right.
an email. You can drop
Nandesh is,
down.
yeah. Nandesh, this remote installation is must be required, I think. Otherwise,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes.
Otherwise, what is happening? The installation is not taking. I don't know, but since all our learned participants, they do have so much time, but
Right.
this remote installation can be done. We can take some time off after this session. We can do that part.
Sure, sir.
Yes,
Sure.
this is quite
Sure, sir.
doable.
Sure. So I'll ask.
Thank.
So I'll ask them to drop an email, and on the email address that we have, info@Brillica. So I'll try and download the software on your system, TeamViewer or maybe AnyDesk. I'll try to look into your system, that what is the error, why we are getting this error, and we'll try to solve it.
Right.
Nandesh,
Thank you. Thank you.
right. Nandesh, I want to say something. If you can just let us know what all softwares will be used for the coming sessions also, maybe we can go ahead and the entire team can download them beforehand. And in case we have some problem, then we can approach you also separately, as suggested from your side.
Yes,
So
yes,
like tomorrow, you said it would
yes,
be
ma'am.
Anaconda. So for the others also, if you can just
Yeah,
let us, maybe we can go ahead and we will definitely launch and install them also on our systems in that case.
yes, ma'am. Anaconda is only required for now. Anaconda is only software that's required.
Fine. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Anyone else have
Any
anything to
suggestion?
ask, anything to say?
Yeah. Any suggestion? Any more suggestion? Otherwise, we will close the session, this particular one, because evening we do have again the cybersecurity, this online course today, 2-day program. So are we done for today?
Yes, sir, we are done for today.
So a big thank you to you, Nandesh, to Yogen, to entire
Thank you
this
so much.
Yusak, Om Umesh, Rajdeep, entire team. Thank you so much, and thanks all participants. And please stay safe, stay secure, and stay healthy. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow, same time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.